Hello to everyone, welcome back to another Random Dice PvP gameplay video. And yeah, as you could see in the title, I finally reached the Champion 1 rank and only wanted to show you which deck I played the most. And as you can see here, it's the Lightning Silence deck. And yeah, I think a really famous deck which was played a lot of seasons ago, and I don't know, I think it's still strong. And if you look up in the leaderboards, you will see it a couple of times, because yeah, if you play it right, you can really climb a lot of trophies. And I have to admit that I don't play it so good at the moment, and I of course have to practice, but I think that yeah, we can really go really far with this deck. I mean that you can beat a lot of other decks. And the benefit is, of course, you can see it here, that it's almost I mean, EX10 user can't really do anything against this deck, because yeah, when you have the lightning dice on the right position, then I mean, you can't really hack this dice. So I mean, it's almost a free win against the EX10 user, of course. And I mean, if you play it good, you can also beat other, I don't know, Predator user or Solar dice, or I don't know. And against overweight traded, it's a little bit difficult. You may hope that the opponent does a mistake, but I don't know, I didn't play so much overweight traded user, so yeah. And I mean, the scope of the deck is obvious, that yeah, you build up a little bit and then try your luck and try to silence the battlefield of the opponent so that he can't deal any damage. But yeah, in this game you really don't have to do anything. So I mean, the opponent doesn't survive so long, I mean, till wave 2, and then it's over. So yeah, I mean, you can tell me, what deck do you play? Really interested in it. And I mean, always looking in the leaderboards to look what other players play, and which deck which decks might work at the moment. So I don't know, I try different decks, but yeah, I think this deck is the way to go for me personally. Because yeah, I mean, the matches don't take so long, and if you don't have so much time, I think like when you have 10 minutes left or so, then you can play this deck. And yeah, I mean, you either win or lose, but it's okay. I mean, it's not so stressful and it's kind of fun, so I really can recommend this deck. And I don't know, I mean, against Storm, it's yeah, kind of a problem, I guess, but against other decks you really have always a chance. So yeah, really nice deck, of course. And so I could reach, like I said, the Champion 1 rank, and really nice at the moment, I think. And I don't know, if I try to get, I don't know, like a top 100 or so, would be nice, of course, but yeah, it's really hard, so I have to think about it. And I'm also thinking that it might be clever to play the deck that might work at the moment, because I mean, there are decks that might work well, and then on other days you, I don't know, play against your counter deck. So I was really lucky to face a lot of opponents playing the EX10 dice, because yeah, as you can see here, the opponent can't do really much against the lightning dice, so really lucky, of course. And here now I'm facing a Predator user. And normally it's, I think, a deck you can beat. I mean, you can also lose when you're unlucky, but normally you can beat this deck. But in this particular match, I unfortunately lose, because I don't know, like I said, I have to practice more. And I think the mistake here was to not build up so much, because yeah, I mean, you can imagine that there are a lot of silence dices and high pipped silent dices needed to threaten the opponent's battlefield. So I mean, yeah, I think most of you know how this deck works. And if you can give me, I mean, I don't know, but I think there are a lot of you that can play this really well. So if you have some advice for me, would be nice, because I think I know how this works, but you know, I mean, you can't, or like to say, there's always something to learn. So also for me, of course, and it would be really nice. And I don't know, I try to give my best and continue with this deck. And I think the more you play a deck, the better you become, I guess. So if you have a deck you like to play, continue with it. And you may lose some games, but I think in the yeah, in the long term, I think you can really improve yourself. So yeah, let's see how this match went for me. So like I said, you normally try to build up till you have, I don't know, high pipped silence dices, and I don't know what I did here was a little bit of a mess because I don't know, tried my best, but yeah. So then you try your luck and try to silence the opponent's battlefield. And maybe I waited too long because yeah, wave 5 with the steep AF isn't so good. Normally you can survive the wave 5, but I think it also depends on your lightning class and so on. And I don't know, I hope that I maybe got another time winner. Yeah, I got also another time winner, but I don't know what went wrong for me. I really tried my best, but couldn't really silence the opponent's battlefield. Maybe it is better to try to destroy some bubbles early on, so you can silence the battlefield better in the late game. But I don't know. Like I said, I have to practice more, but I think it's still a really nice deck and decent deck, and you can really, I don't know, reach the top 100, of course, because every season in every leaderboard you will see this deck because it's really so strong. And yeah, unfortunately I nearly won, but also nearly lost. But yeah, in the end I lost this game, so really GG to my opponent. So yeah, like you can see here, no chance for me, but I don't know, tried my best. And it's okay because, I mean, opponent did a good job, so really GG to my opponent. So yeah, as you can see here, we built up really fast, and he also had a really good battlefield, I think. So yeah, I don't know, I mean, like I said, it's a little bit luck dependent, and I tried to activate my time winner to silence some of his dices so he can't activate his time winner. This is also, I think, a strategy. And yeah, I don't know, I mean, now I got lucky that I activate my time winner. So I waited here and then I silenced, so that this battlefield was a little bit affected of my silence dices. And now I just merged it, so I hope that I can yeah, beat him here. Was a little bit lucky that I have that I had this silence, no silence, but thunder dice there with the 2 pip. So really close game, and yeah, I mean, really nice deck and also luck dependent. So I mean, if you're lucky, then you really have a good setup, and my opponent don't do anything in the late game. So really GG to my opponent, of course. So yeah, another Predator user. And I won this game, but I had to admit that he didn't build up so much, and I was also lucky, so really close game, and I have to practice more. But this deck, like I said, can really destroy your battlefields, your opponent's battlefield. So yeah, really tough, and I was a little bit lucky that I got my time winner and some high pipped yeah, silence dices. So I really tried my best, and like I said, my opponent did build up so much. So yeah, but you can see here that he had at least dealt some damage. So I was really hesitating because I thought I don't want to lose this game, because normally, I mean, normally silence is strong against this type of decks, and I mean, if you don't win this matches, then it's tough to I don't know, gain trophies. So really lucky, of course, really close game. And you can see there that he had his Predators, but it wasn't so high pipped, so he didn't deal so much damage. And so I think it was a mistake of him, but I don't want to front him, of course, and really lucky by myself. So yeah, this also seems to be a really strong player, I think. And also playing Predator, but with Ignition. And yeah, I also lost this game, but normally I could also have won this. So unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, the experience also, I think, worth. So I will take it and think about it. I mean, analyze it, what I did wrong, and may win the next game. But of course, GG to my opponent, really strong player, I guess. And Predator Ignition, also really interesting deck. I may play this later on, but yeah, at the moment I try to continue with this deck because, like I said, the matches don't take so long and it's kind of fun. So yeah, the Predator is really strong, but you know, I mean, the matches take so long. But I think Ignition can really do a lot of things because, I mean, against Overweight Traded, with Ignition it's really strong against Storm, against a lot of type of decks, so yeah. I mean, it's weak against X10, of course, but yeah, I mean, against everything else, it's really strong, so yeah. So this was my first attempt of silence his dices, and yeah, didn't build up so much, so this of course was my mistake. And normally it's good to have a lot of, at least 4 pipped silence dices. And yeah, I thought that it may be enough here, but I don't know. I then silenced all the other dices, but I don't know. I don't want to say it was unlucky because I think if you do it right, you can win nearly every game. So it was of course my mistake. And here I thought, okay, it's game over, but I mean, it's never too late. So I may had another attempt later on. So I built up again and tried my last attempt, but yeah, I mean, at least I tried and wanted to silence maybe here because he didn't had so much bubble. And I got a lot of silence dice at least, so was really close, I think. But yeah, as you can see on the spot, on his battlefield, he has still his Predator dice on his scope spot, so yeah, really tough. I tried my best, but yeah, wasn't enough. And here, at least, I silenced his dice, but as you can see here, only 10 seconds left, and it wasn't enough time, so yeah. But yeah, normally you can beat this type of deck, and you can tell me, are you playing this deck, and what are your experiences? Because it's really fun, it's really strong, and you can tell me if you did also a lot of trophies with this deck. But yeah, this is unfortunately another loss for me. Yeah, I mean, I could also surrender earlier, but I wanted to look till the end. But yeah, you can see here, no chance for me. GG to my opponent, of course. Wish him all the best for his top 100 run. And yeah, that's it. And as you can see here, I mean, it's okay for the moment. I have to see how far I can go this season. I don't know. But I will, yeah, keep trying. And then tell you later on. So thanks for watching. Wish you all the best for your PvP season and co-op season and everything else in Random Dice. And see you next time. Ciao, ciao.